Now let's go to R. Kelly. So R. Kelly is saying that they want to kill him. He's saying that he needs to get out of jail now because he said that people are trying to kill him. So let me talk about that real quick.
Attorneys for singer R. Kelly are asking for his immediate release from prison, claiming that federal officials plotted to have him killed. He is serving a 30-year sentence for racketeering and sex trafficking. In an emergency filing today, his attorneys outlined what they called a cover-up.
These are people who seek to kill Mr. Kelly rather than allow
Hold on. Bo Bentley. Now, this was the same guy. Now, I'm just saying this because I want to just be a dick about it. But this is the same guy. This is the same attorney who was representing Tiffany Henyard. And when I hear him speak, when I look at him, I'm like, yo, you're lying. But maybe he ain't lying. But I see that face and I'm like, yo, you're the same guy who sat there and lied to death about Tiffany Henyard. So this just makes me laugh when I look at his face. But that's just my little spiel. Let me play some more of this guy.
Criminal conduct of those who manufactured his convictions be exposed.
Their motion alleges that the feds solicited a convicted sex trafficker who was Kelly's cellmate here in Chicago to steal correspondence between Kelly and his attorneys. They further claim the Bureau of Prisons transferred a leader of the white supremacist group to Kelly's prison in North Carolina with instructions to kill Kelly. That leader has a long history of filing lawsuits against the government and the Bureau of Prisons. We have reached out to prison officials and the U.S. Attorney's Office. So far, no response.
So the question is, why would the feds want to kill R. Kelly, man? R. Kelly, man. R. Kelly had... What can you really say about R. Kelly? I mean, now, I ain't gonna lie. There are times where sometimes when I talk about R. Kelly amongst, friends and stuff like that, sometimes we say, what was he locked up for? People kind of forget what he was locked up for. Now, Kelly, in many ways, when you look at what he went to jail for, I believe that they are charging Diddy with the same thing. So there's the Mann Act, and then there's racketeering. So it looks like it was kind of weird. Now, here's what Kelly, being from Chicago, I was surprised he wasn't locked up a long time ago, but obviously he was just somebody who had kind of he's living a rock star lifestyle, sleeping with women. His biggest issue was dealing with women that were underage, and we all know that was what was happening as far as, but how many people he dealt with underage, and whether those people ever testified and whether they had evidence of that, I really don't know. I think that but he did get convicted. Let's see, he got convicted of the Mann Act and he got racketeering. What I like to understand is why would they want R. Kelly dead? What does he know? Because if the feds want him dead, then I think he would know something, right? But Bo Bentley is representing him. I was poking fun because he represented, or maybe still represents, Tiffany Henyard, the most corrupt mayor in the nation, of course, representing Dalton, Illinois, which he's no longer the mayor of, but he was representing her, that lawyer, and with they're trying to get R. Kelly out. I'm wondering if it's going to be possible whether he could get I don't know if they're trying to go for a pardon or trying to get him in some transferred somewhere else. I don't know, but if the feds wanted him dead, he would probably already be dead. So I don't know where that's coming from as far as that, but he obviously fears for his life. Now, R. Kelly, he had all the chances in the world to fall back and chill and not be in jail despite all the things he had done in the past. But things catch up with you, and when they want you, they want you. So I think by the time he got charged, the feds were definitely focused on him. Relating this to Puff, right? I think, or Diddy, whatever y'all want to call him, relating this to Diddy, it's kind of the same situation in the case that I think the feds have a serious hard on to get him convicted. I still don't think Diddy's going to go to jail. But I think that with Kelly, I think it was the child porn part that was probably what got him convicted more than anything else. And again, people knew he was dealing with kids, at some point dealing with people underage. And I think that's what kind of got him more than anything else. These guys, the sex trafficking thing is it's a technicality. I think that they'll get these guys on when they're paying for people to come across state. I think, most of the adult people who were involved with R. Kelly were dealing with him consensually, but whether the feds want him dead or not, I guess we're going to see about it, but we shall see.